Hello YouTube, today we're doing something a little different. I wanted to look at the Sony A6400 together with a few different lenses, and I want to do like a zoom test. I mean, look at this thing. This is the kind of thing you take to your birding club or your kid's sporting event. No, Frank, you stay there. I'll zoom in. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that we hit 50 subscribers, and over the past few weeks, we did that in 6 weeks. And I'm really happy. If some of you guys have subscribed, I really appreciate it. I got some good comments lately, got some good feedback, and I take everything into the videos that I make going forward. Lots of Americans seem to be watching this channel, which is awesome. Lots of people from Germany. German people like photography.
That's because they have many nice places to take photos of.
Yeah, that's right. Lots of castles, beer gardens, you know. Germany, thanks a lot. Wir lieben dich, Deutschland. So this camera, the Sony A6400, is a pretty good camera. 11 frames per second continuous shooting, lightning fast autofocus performance, 0.02 autofocus. That's pretty fast. Built-in Wi-Fi and 4K video recording, not the kind you get on the Canon M50, which crops everything in. I like Canon as well. Now the nice thing about the Sony mirrorless cameras is you can detach the lens. There's a little button, if you have a look on the side, if you actually push that in and you twist, you can detach the lens. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. You need to line up the little white dots and you can actually screw it back on again. Today I'm going to test this zoom lens. I'm also going to test the 70mm lens. This is 28 to 70mm optical SteadyShot lens. And I've also got the kit lens, which is a brilliant lens. When you buy this camera, you get this little kit lens, 16 to 50mm optical SteadyShot built in, and this has also got power zoom, which works really well, as you'll see in this video. Okay, so without wasting your time anymore, let's do a little introduction using my voiceover guy, and then we'll get to the tests.
These are three lenses, a 55 to 210, a 28 to 70mm, and a 16 to 50mm lens. The Sony A6400 is lightning fast. It has a 180-degree flip screen for selfies and shoots 4K video. It has a 3.5 stereo microphone input and a 3-inch touch display. The Sony E Mount system allows you to mount different lenses, including this zoom lens.
So this is a zoom test on the kit 16 to 50mm, and I'm using the Imaging Edge app to zoom in remotely with my mobile phone. You can see it eventually does digital zoom, and there's a little bit of noise in the image, but it's pretty good actually. This is the big zoom lens, 55 to 210mm. You can see it optically zooms in, and then eventually we switch to digital, which we just wanted to test it out and see how close I could get. So I wanted to test the super zoom on this tree, so I pushed it to the maximum, and eventually I had to go to digital zoom. You'll see it now, it jumps, that's digital zoom. And there's a little bit of noise, but this particular lens, the zoom lens, does quite well. It's steady, it's on a tripod, and I'm about 15 meters away. This is the human being test. This is the smaller 28 to 70mm, and it doesn't have as much power. You can see how far it goes. And at this point we have to use digital, which crops in on the image, which isn't ideal. So I zoomed out. Looks about the same as the last lens. So I'm out here trying to wait for a car so I can test out this thing's lens, see how the autofocus works. And is that illegal? Is it illegal to take photos of people while they're driving their cars? I didn't exactly get the shutter speed right, but the camera works pretty well. So guys, I hope you found that interesting. It's pretty cool to see that this small little kit lens actually competes with this super zoom lens, but I mean, this is for a sort of different purpose. I think if you're at the zoo or you're doing some wildlife photography, this would be your ideal option. You can get in a little bit closer, and its optical SteadyShot is pretty good on this camera, as well as this one. The 28 to 70 has good picture quality, and it's quite a solid feeling lens. I really like this one. I always have it in my bag with me in case I need it. Is this the best zoom on the market? No, you could probably get like the Nikon P900 for a really good price, and that does 2000 zoom, I think. So hopefully you guys found this video interesting, and see you again next time.
He's the how-to guy. Subscribe.